Monte Davis.
Yes, sir. He is our A+ and JAG Success Center coordinator, and this is his first year, and I'm really just bringing him here to ask him some questions. So, what led you to be the A+ coordinator and Success Center?
Well, last spring when I heard that Coach Bear was going to become the assistant athletic director and was not going to be A+ coordinator anymore, I had some ideas about some things I wanted to do here, and the tutoring was a big part of it. And I think I just wanted to implement some things that I'd had some ideas about, and I was excited about being able to do that. So
yeah, that's awesome because it really has changed. Your office has changed. I remember when I signed up for A+ last year, it was like you went to the South office there, I believe, and you got Mr. Bears in there, but now you're like in this big, like nice open office. It's the Success Center, and I'm curious to how it changed and like what changes you implemented.
So the biggest thing really, it was the tutoring, like that kind of spearheaded everything. And then after I talked to Dr. Gettings about some of the ideas, he and I thought that it would be important that we have one location in the building that had some sort of a name to designate it so that kids knew what to expect there. And so that's kind of where it started. And then the Success Center, that name just naturally made sense to us because we're trying to help kids be successful, not just with A+, but also with the tutoring that we're offering for kids. So.
Yeah. It looks like it's working. I know a lot of people that go there and they get help, or that's how they sign up for A+. And it seems like it's made it a lot easier. It's made the process a lot easier, a lot smoother. You can come down. Can't you come down during JAG hour and basically get help on almost anything you need?
Yeah, so I have seniors and juniors that are helping students out. Honestly, most of it, this will not be surprising to most people, but most of the time we're helping students with math. Mm-hmm. But we've done every subject. I've even had some students that have come down for help with things like music notation.
Yeah.
So we have helped with just a little bit of everything. Right now we're averaging about 35 to 40 students that come down every Tuesday and Thursday for help.
Dang. And I imagine the tutors are like getting hours for their A+. Is
Yes,
that how that works?
Right. And so almost all of them are working toward their A+ hours. So they're getting A+ hours, doing that tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Some of them are using it for Compass Court hours. Mm-hmm. Some of them are using it just to get general volunteer hours to look good on a college resume.
Yeah,
so
which is great. I feel like that opens up a huge opportunity for people because like some people's summer schedules are just jam-packed, and can seniors do that? And
yeah, seniors can do it. Most of the students I have doing it are seniors, and I have a handful of juniors that are helping out this year too. So
yeah, that's awesome. It's just like it's great to see just a new thing kind of like pop up, and you can combine A+ and make it the Success Center too. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun.
How does one sign up for A+? I know it's a basic thing, but it's just always good to go over it for new kids.
Yeah, so the process to sign up for A+, first, freshmen can't sign up until their second semester. But to sign up, they just need to come and see me and get an application and enrollment packet. Perfect. And then they just have to get that filled out and get it back to me, and then we're done. Now, the problem is that most students aren't aware of the requirements. Yeah. So to be part of A+, by the time they graduate, they just need to make sure they keep a GPA of 2.5 or higher. So that's not super difficult. No. Obviously, attendance is the hardest one a lot of times. You have to have a 95% or higher attendance rate by the time you graduate. So just, be at school. Mm-hmm. And then the third one is a proficient or advanced on the Algebra 1 EOC, which that scares some students away, but there are other ways to get that qualification taken care of through the ACT. So usually we can get all three of them taken care of pretty easily.
So it's a pretty easy thing to sign up for. I remember doing the whole process myself, and it's a great thing. You get tutored hours, and you get is the benefits 2 free years at community college, and are there 2 different things? Like if you didn't go to community college, you could.
Yeah, it depends. So the community college and trade schools in Missouri, it's 2 years of tuition, and so that's the biggest benefit. But most 4-year schools in Missouri have some sort of scholarship if you have completed the A+ program. Yeah. Not every 4-year college in Missouri has that, but most of them do.
Most do, which I think it's great because I know some people, they have big ambitions, or they want to go to these big schools, and you can get some money taken off, and that really helps just for doing the A+ instead of going to a community college.
Yep. Well, and the other thing I would say too is a lot of students think they have a plan in place, but then suddenly things change. I had a student in my AP calculus class the last year that I taught, and he came to me in April wondering if he could get in the A+ program because he realized he was going to have to stay at home because they had a family emergency and things changed. He didn't have the option to do it anymore. And so I think if students know, even if they think they have a plan, they need to have a backup. And I think this is a great backup to have. So
it's definitely a great like safety net
Yeah.
to have. Like, even if you don't even use it, it's just great to have something that you can fall back on in case of an emergency, because we all know things change super quick. What are the steps to get help from the JAG Center? I know you can get down there in JAG hour, but just smart passes and everything. You just send the smart pass. Is that really how it goes?
No, they do need to. So I just need to know about it ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
Because then I will put it in adaptive scheduler. But I mean, it's pretty easy. That I've done this so many ways this year that it's just whatever works the best for the kid. Sometimes I've had a teacher reach out to me and tell me the student has told them they need help. Sometimes, most of the time, the student will just email me and just let me know they need help, and then I set it up and let them know when they're supposed to come in. Sometimes they pop into my office and tell me. Sometimes it's a counselor or a principal that they've told. I've gotten emails from parents to let me know their kid wants help. So really, it's just getting in touch with me. As long as they email me and come and talk to me, we can get things set up. So
that's perfect, because I feel like sometimes, kids, it needs to be laid out like on a clear map, a clear graph, and you're fine. And it makes it real easy.
Yeah.
And doesn't make a kid like afraid to want to get help. Because I know there's sometimes, like, even me, I've struggled personally in school, but then you're just like, I don't want to go do this. Like, wake up in the morning. I get it. JAG hour and the JAG Center just really, I think it's expanded, and I think it shows. I think it's really showed people like wanting to actually like learn and thrive, as Dr. Gettings says.
Yeah, right.
And it's great that you guys kind of like collided there, and like you got to do your own ideas, and he's like, yeah, all for it, and then we have this.
Yeah, well, and I will say, like, Dr. Gettings has let me kind of experiment with things this year and try things out, which has been nice. That would not be the case for most principals or most bosses. So it's been nice to be able to try it and see what worked.
Yeah,
so.
And are you enjoying this first year?
I am. Yeah. I'll be honest, I was unsure. I mean, I taught in the classroom for over 20 years, so it's a big difference, but I've really liked it a lot.
Yeah, because I've seen you, like, around the school almost anywhere, just helping out, doing things, and I feel like, I mean, that's definitely a big jump, but new things in life are awesome, especially with, like, the calculus. I don't know how you do calculus. I can't. I never probably will, but doing calc, and then I remember seeing you in computer science because my friend Aiden, and it's just awesome. And you get this little nice office. That office looks so cool.
Yeah, so it was Mr. Longest and Mr. Bear are the two that had the idea, that because I was trying to figure out a space that would work, and they're the ones who said, I think that you might be able to have, and I didn't even think it was an option.
Yeah.
So when I found that out, I was like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Got a window, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Window.
I have a great view every morning, get to see the sunrise. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And then you just have that kind of like those tables right out there. It just makes everything easy. What was my other question gonna be? Do you have any like other plans for the future of it? You anything like that you want to like get better at or change?
So the thing that hasn't taken off as well as I would like, and it's because I'd been coaching swimming this year, is I'd like to do more before and after school tutoring, because that's the thing that we've have a gap right now. Yeah. So I've kind of started that now, but next year, that's the thing I really want to get off the ground, is make it a place that kids can go anytime. And even students that might have, like, maybe they're in a sport and they've got, like, let's say they're girls basketball, and girls basketball practice has the second shift of that day, so they're not going right after school.
Yeah.
Maybe they've got some time and they need to come in for help. They could use that time to do it right after school too. So that's what I'd like to expand with it next year.
Just, you can go, like, for instance, like, I have a track meet today, and it starts at 4. School gets out at 2:15. Like, it's just great that you could just go down, get help, do your homework, be proactive, and then don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. I say the less you have to worry about doing at home, the better. Yes.
Because when you leave school and then you either have practice or work, you don't remember those things as well. And you definitely don't have a calc teacher or a tutor or student there helping you with these things. So, that's great, because I know the feeling of getting home at 7 o'clock after work and you're like scrambling through the OneNote on math.
Yep.
And it's confusing. But that's great. So you taught calculus for...
I only taught calculus for 2 years.
And then computer...
Yeah, and I took over the computer science program in 2016, I think, is when I did that. Yeah, so I've been, and before that I've taught almost every math class here at South, so I'm kind of a nerd. I love math and computers, so...
Hey, nothing wrong with math and computers. Just not for this guy. Two opposite ends. I like stats. I'll go with stats, like analytics and baseball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All that. I'll do that every day of the week. But like geometry, no. General algebra, just like normal algebra, no. But I'll do stats. What's like the bar graphs? Those are fun.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Putting things in a calculator is great, but yeah, none of that super complicated stuff. Computer science is fun.
Yeah, that was. To be honest, that was probably that and the calc class were the reason it was hard for me to decide if I wanted to do this, because I really legitimately loved teaching the computer science and the calculus a lot.
Because I was about to say, what do you miss most?
Yeah, and I like. I mean, I like my job. Mm-hmm. Like, I love it. And so I love teaching. And so it was hard for me just in general to decide not to teach in a classroom anymore. Yeah. And so that's why you've probably seen me around the building a lot, because I do want to still interact with students a lot and help out as much as I can. So that in general, just being around students in a classroom setting is probably what I miss the most. So.
And, I think that's great, because you get to, you don't get to do it and teach it like you used to, but you get to help people in like all different branches of it. And it's great to know, like, maybe some people don't even know who you are. They probably don't know who I am, but on this JAGcast, they're going to find out, like, they have a guy that's taught every math class, so that you can go down to the JAG Center and you can get math tutoring, you can get all this. And it just seems, I'm happy that you just get to like go in and do everything, because making change from something is so hard, no matter like what stage of your career you're in. Like, I don't know, what year is it for you?
Listen, I'm getting a little up there. I've been here in Blue Springs South since 2005, so this is my 21st year. So yeah.
My mom's on, 26.
Yeah,
I think, so.
Yeah. It's weird being the old guy. Not used to that. So.
The old guy's the wise guy, though.
Well, that's true. I was told Mr. Dorsch gave me an unofficial title this year. He was like, "You're like Blue Springs South's dad now." So I kind of liked that. But
hey, nothing wrong with being a dad. You're the kid at one time, and then you're the dad.
Right.
At least they're not calling you grandpa.
Yeah, I don't want that. If somebody starts calling me grandpa, I think that's when it's probably time to get out of here.
Cleats,
yes. Yep.
Well, it's great. It was great to have you on. I really wanted to get you here because, like, I remember I don't know if we really went over like the new A+ like format this year when we first like did What's New at South for our first broadcast in August. And I was like thinking, I'm going through ideas, and I'm like, you know what, we should do the A+ thing, because it's been almost a whole first school year, and I wanted to see the success. And from what you've said, it sounds like it's been going great, and from what I've heard from my peers and seen myself, it's been doing a great thing. So I'm really happy you could come on for us today, and it's great.
Oh, I appreciate you having me on, and I appreciate getting the chance to talk about some of this stuff. And I'm glad to hear that you also feel that it's had an impact. Yeah. So,
any reminders you want to share that would like about signing up, or like I know you have to do the training for A+. Mm-hmm.
So there's one more training for any underclassmen on April 24th after school. Most of them I've done during JAG hour, but we're doing it after school because that's during testing time. Yeah. So if anybody needs to get trained before summer school tutoring, make sure you come to that training. And then if you are planning on doing summer school tutoring, you have to sign up this month by April 30th. Okay.
And if you've already been trained, you have to get trained again.
No. So that is the other thing, that if you get trained as a freshman, you do not have to come to another tutor training. That's it. You're done.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sounds good. Alrighty.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. Davis.
Appreciate it.